Welcome to Friday Takeaway. I'm Charlotte Chong, joined by Sulhi Azman. It's the second day of September, and for this week, we see a slew of bad news and, of course, good news coming out from the KLCI, from the Malaysian market. Now, the final month for the third quarter of this year, do we see a lot of fluctuations in the local market?
I think so too. I think we are heading for the downturn. Charlotte, if you look at today's paper, right, slew of negative news. Manufacturing data, Nikkei PMI declined. Economic growth is going to decline as well.
But of course, there are things to celebrate this week. It's Merdeka Day, the day before yesterday, and Malaysian Day is coming September 16th. So we have another public holidays to look forward to.
Yeah, and of course, another good happy note is that the Court of Appeal has ordered the Home Minister to pay damages to the Edge, and we won at the Court of Appeal.
Correct. So basically 2 days ago, what happened was the Court of Appeal say that Home Ministry should actually pay us the X amount of money, but to be excess, of course. But the thing is, a lot of people say that Home Ministry, they will appeal to the court. So outcome is still yet to be, yet to be known. And of course, we have Dato' Abdul Rahman Dahlan.
Yes.
He actually revealed that Malaysian Official 1 is actually our dear Prime Minister Dato' Sri Najib Razak.
Yep, it's on our front page today as well.
So I wonder what he actually say that. Why?
I mean, the US DOJ did not explicitly name our Prime Minister as, name him in the documents. But
so because of that, this Prime Minister from the Prime Minister's Department, this Minister from the Prime Minister's Department, he said that the fact that Dato' Sri Najib Razak's name is not stated in DOJ's document means that the PM was not involved in the investigation.
Well, I let the law to take its course and the public to be the judge.
Of course. Now, it's Hari Raya Raja this month, so we saw millions of Muslims flocking into Mecca and Medina. They'll pay a visit to do these two holy cities, making a pilgrimage trip to these cities, include our makeup artists, of course.
Yes, of course.
Now, potential new listing coming up this month, Matang Berhad.
Oh, you mean mature?
Yeah. So hopefully we will see another one coming out this year, which is EcoWorld International Berhad.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So listing in the country's ACE bourse, this company Matang Berhad. Do you know what they are doing?
They are involved in the plantation business and also property investment. Now, question is whether investors are confident with the Matang story. Plantation sectors doesn't seem to be boding well. The CPO prices seems to be in the doldrum. Our outlook seems to be a bit weak.
Now, Pearl Dua, happy news from Pearl Dua. Pearl Dua sold about 112,500 units in the first 7 months of this year, which is equivalent to about 35% of our total TIV.
Right.
So it's about 1/3. And it looks like Proton, which has just launched Persona last week, they will face a fierce competition in the market because they are under B segment, both of them.
Right, but then again, in a way, Produa is mitigating the loss in Proton, but of course we hope that Proton will continue to do well for the Rakyat.
Now, another two sad cases. Bank Rakyat, the MACC has actually detained their MD and chairman for 7 days starting on Tuesday. They say that they were involved in corrupt practices worth about 15 million for one book project and one tech upgrade contract. Now, another one, which is Zika virus.
This is very sad. Charlotte, it has finally arrived in Malaysia, and one woman, 58-year-old woman, was reported to be a confirmed case of Zika virus. It has gone to Singapore. Now in Malaysia, will there be travel warnings issued to our country? As it has yet to be seen.
I still think that it's under control because with these cases coming up, it's only 5 cases in Malaysia. So yeah, so
but stay safe, everybody.
Yeah. So coming back a little bit to KLCI this week, it's actually up today 3 points to trade at 1,674 points, but week on week, it was actually closed, last Thursday was closed at 1,680.30 points, so it's actually down 6 points week on week.
Right, okay, and of course, we see Ringgit continue to move a little bit lower. Now it's 4 Ringgit and 4.0887 against the dollar, and it is also on the weakest level in 2 months, on Wednesday, as the Brent crude declined by 2.8%. Now,
Brent crude this morning at 10 o'clock, it was traded at $45.88 a barrel, compared with, they say, the new normal of $50 a barrel. Now, crude palm oil has been trading quite low, and that actually affects our KLCI points.
Right. So all the commodity prices are continue to be indicators that looks at the barometer of the financial health.
So TIA actually rolled out a morning report today, and it says the same thing. Stocks are weighing down by slump of oil prices and worries over US raising the interest rates by the end of this year. Right. But today we should still see some profit taking, meaning KLCI will still go down probably. Now these two interesting, we are going to move on to two new interesting stocks that we are going to look at this week, which is in the healthcare industry. And why are we looking at healthcare industry? Because of Zika virus breakout.
Right. So normally, you know, we see the glove makers to be the first one to be having, you know, a good impact. For instance, you know, Top Glove was up 3.06% to close at 4.38. Yesterday, this morning was at 1.1% higher than 4.43. But you know, coming back to the point, when you have these viruses, right, you know, Top Glove seems to be providing, you know, gloves, you know, medical equipment to these healthcare providers.
Not just Top Glove, we look at some of the other glove makers as well, like CarePlus, Hartalega, all of their stocks went up as well. And include healthcare operator IHH Healthcare Berhad.
Right, right. You know, and this seems to be, you know, I think the Zika factors could be one of the catalysts, I suppose, you know, for the company. Usually,
when we see all these viruses or diseases break out, we will see all these healthcare industry benefit from the market. Now, let's talk more on CarePlus Group Berhad. It's an ACE market listed glove maker. It's small. It's an Awang base. They target to expand its capacity to 10 billion pieces of gloves per annum by 2020. Then they target to improve its profit margin from 3% to 12%, which is a huge jump.
Right, and this is going to be boosted, I understand, from the 6 production lines every year starting from this year. And of course, we look at Top Glove, a company controlled by Tan Sri Lim Wichai, made debut in SGX in June this year.
So dual listed actually, KL and Singapore. Now they say they are on track to achieve its 30% global market share by 2020. Now its current production accounts for about 25%, so they still have about 5% upside to go before they reach 30%. Now coming out next week, we will see more economic data coming out, continue to color KLCI next week. Malaysia is expected to announce its IPI data for July next Friday, and Moody's think that it will slow to 3% in July from an impressive 5.2% in June.
Yeah, now these are also signs of slowdowns. And of course, if you look in Brazil, for instance, Charlotte, you know, the Brazil Senate has voted to impeach President Dilma Rousseff, which means that she is now out of a job, and whoever takes a company, takes her place, must be able to revive the economy. Now, why Brazil? Is because of the fact that they used to be seen as the fastest growing economy in the world before, but now everything seems to be in the doldrums, and Brazil has a lot of political and you know, scandals going on. It just needs to improve from that. You know, we might.
Yeah, this is after Olympics this year, right? That's all we have today. For more information, please pick up a copy of The Edge Weekly or Daily, or visit our website www.theedgemarkets.com. I'm Charlotte Chong, joined by Sulhi Azman. Have a pleasant weekend.
Stay safe.